Hi everyone, today we are going to talk about economic problem in Argentina.
So, in general, we talk about the economic problem. In Argentina, we got two major problems. It was inflation and unemployment.
So today we are going to talk about inflation and unemployment in Argentina. We have invited some guests to share their opinion about this topic.
Thank you, Ehsan. Inflation in Argentina has become a major issue, driven by a few key problems. First, the Argentina peso lost value against major currency like the US dollar, making imported goods like fuel, food and machine much more expensive. Since the country relies heavily on imports, this hits everyday people the hardest. Second, the government often spends more money than it earns, and to cover the gap, it prints the more money, which only adds fuel to the fire by increasing inflation. And third, there's a lack of public trust. Business rise price early, expecting things to get worse, while wages don't rise fast enough to keep up. So, what can we be done? Argentina needs to stabilize its currency by boosting export and producing more locally. It also needs to cut unnecessary spending and stop printing excess money. Most importantly, the government must rebuild public trust and make sure wages are adjusted to match the rising cost of living. These steps won't fix inflation overnight, but they're essential for building a more stable future.
Wow, great point, Iman. So Safwan, what is your opinion about public policy and how to fight the inflation in Argentina?
Thank you, Ehsan. Let's now look at how the Argentine government is trying to control inflation. There are three main policies they use: fiscal, monetary, and short-term price control. First, they apply something called contractionary fiscal policy. This means the government tries to reduce its budget deficit by cutting subsidy, reducing public spending, and increasing certain taxes. When spending is lower than income, what we call T greater than G, T is tax revenue and G is government spending. It had reduced demand in the economy and that can slow down inflation. The second thing is the central bank raised interest rates. This is part of contractionary monetary policy. Higher interest rates make borrowing more expensive, so people and business spend less, which helps reduce price pressure. And the last one, they use price control on basic goods like bread, oil and flour. It's only a short-term strategy, but it helps protect low-income families when prices go up too fast.
Our group has three simple suggestions to fight inflation in Argentina. First, make the central bank independent so it can manage money and interest rates without political pressure. This boosts trust and helps stabilize the peso. Second, promote local product. If more people buy local food and fuel, Argentina can reduce import and lower overall cost. And the last one, give tax support to local product. Help farmer and manufacture product more. When supply goes up, price become more stable. Okay, that's all from me.
Great suggestion from Safwan. And that is all for our first problem economy in Argentina about inflation. So now we will move to the second one, that was unemployment in Argentina. So today, Adam will share their opinion about the unemployment in this country.
Thank you, Enha. Now, the unemployment rates stand at around 7.4% according to the World Bank and Argentina Statistic Agency. However, this doesn't reflect the full reality. Many Argentinians work in the informal sector, meaning their jobs are unregistered and lack legal protectors. While technically employed, these workers face unstable incomes and no access to benefits. Unemployment affects some groups more than others, especially youth, women and rural population. The causes are complex. High inflation discourages hiring by creating economic uncertainty, while policy instability due to frequent leadership. Change further weakens business confidence. Additionally, more workers lack of skill required for today's job market, especially in growing sector like tech, green energy and digital service. In short term, the government can offer wage subsidies and tax incentive to companies that hire vulnerable groups. Simplifying business registration can also encourage job growth in underserved areas. For long-term impact, Argentina must invest in human capital, improving education, training and skills, program in digital literacy, entrepreneurship and language learning can help workers access better jobs. At the same time, attracting foreigner investment in sectors like agriculture, clean energy and software will create more opportunities. In short, solving unemployment means more than just creating jobs. It's about preparing people to succeed in them. With consistent policies and strong focus on skills, Argentina can build a more stable and inclusive workforce. That's all from me.
Well done, Adam. And now we will go to the Irfan, and Irfan will share about the public policy and the suggestion to reduce the unemployment in this country. So now, Irfan, you can give your suggestion.
Okay, thank you, Enha. So the public policies for Argentina is the government working to reduce unemployment through different programs. One of the main one is the Progressor program. It gives money to students so they can finish school or go to university. For example, a 19-year-old who dropped out might return to school thanks to this support and later land a better job. Some provinces also offer a small business loans, job training and offline job platform. Imagine someone with a cooking skill taking a free workshop and then finding a job through an online platform.
It helps, but these local programs often don't line up with a national ones. So better coordination would make a big difference. The Ministry of Labour also helps with the job matching, skills workshop and grants for new businesses. Some policies even reward companies that hire young people, women or people with disabilities. It's step toward making the workforce more inclusive. Let's move on to our group suggestions. For society, one big idea is national online platform. A single website where people can find jobs, take free courses and connect with companies, like a one-stop center supported by tech firms and universities. For the environment, we suggest growing micro loan programs. Say a young person wants to open a small eco-friendly soap business. Loans and training could help them become a job creator, not just a seeker. And for the ecosystem, what really matters is the policy consistency. If rules keep changing, investors get scared. A long-term national plan backed by all parties can build trust and attract more jobs across all sectors.
Okay, good job, Irfan. So thank you for you guys' cooperation. And so I already heard all about your idea, and I come with some conclusion. And to sum up, inflation in Argentina has deeply affected economy and society. For years, the country has struggled with high inflation due to the problem like excessive public spending, weak currency, and the unstable policy. This has led to reduced purchase power, more poverty, and greater inequality. While the government has tried different short-term solutions, the change must come from long-term solution. Argentina needs to restore trust in its financial system, reduce fiscal deficit, and strengthen its institution. Only then can it achieve economic stability and a better future for its people. Thank you for watching our video.